Da-da-da-da-da-da. BattleBox time. That's right. So we have a new BattleBox. Weird intro. I don't know. Just something different. All right. So BattleBox to open. It's a small one, which sometimes has some of the coolest gear. Doesn't have to be big to be exciting. And speaking of exciting, I got a mystery neck knife, which you can't see right now. But I want to see if you guys can guess who makes this knife. I happen to love it. Really, really love it. So, anyway, get into this right here. Little cut. And there's another one on the front. Little cut. Ooh, that's sharp. Sharp knife. Alright, so, let's see what we got going on. Ooh, it's a tight little package. Let's see. I don't even know what that meant. Tight little package. I don't know. Small gear. Oh, you know what? There's a bunch of little things underneath. All right, so let's see. Sit rep is versatile loadout. We like that. Mission 50, the big 5-0. All right, so there's a breakdown. Try not to read any of that. Just kind of showing you the card. But I am going to keep it close by because you guys know I always need to reference it. I have no idea what's going on at all ever. So, first off, what is this? Interesting bag. W. Rascal. This looks like, I don't know, it's a guy with a archery setup going on there with this bag. So right off the bat, let's look at the card and see. W. Rascal Archer Backpack, $59.99. Well, we know that last month we got the breakdown bow, so now we have a really cool bag to put it in. But we'll see how versatile it really is because a lot of different bags, gear bags, you can use for all kinds of stuff. So yeah, let's open this up, take a better look at it. See what's going on here. I like the black with the orange stitching. I think that's really cool. Back up so you can see a little better. Nice backpack straps. So, it says, designed with our survival takedown bow, the Survivis, in mind. So it's specifically made for the takedown bow, which is really cool. The archer's bag can easily stow the limbs of the bow in the webbed nylon pockets below and the shoulder straps. Tabs directly next to the limb pockets allow you to carry 2 full-size arrows. Just remove the tips and slide them in. Pockets on both sides of the bag allow storage of our takedown arrows, arrowheads, and other gear. The main compartment is held closed with a heavyweight metal parachute-style clasp. Pull the big orange tab and it will open right up to give access to your gear, which is right here. I like that. So just there we go. I didn't want to break anything. So a nice big tug, and that works. Let's try that again. That's an interesting clasp. I like that. So, oh duh, I'm pulling down. You're supposed to pull out. Let's try that again. All right. So pulling down is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to pull out. So if I pinch out my armpit and you pull out this way, it opens up very easily. So let's take a look at that real quick. See how it just hinges. Really simple design. I like that a lot. I kind of wish this was, I don't know if that's sold separately. That'd be an interesting thing. I think a lot of people just like the clasp alone. But yeah, all kinds of pockets, and as I mentioned, specifically designed for the takedown bow, which is really cool. So if you happen to do the monthly club, this obviously is a nice addition to the previous item from last month. Alright, so it's a good start. I like it. Yeah, a lot of smaller stuff. Oh, I see a Boker Plus in here. What is this? Oh, a real steel. You guys know I love my neck knives. Alright, let's look at this. Alieneck utility. Very cool. Alright, let's pop this out. Real steel. Oh, it's got one of those. Let's see. Looks like there's also a cleaning cloth in here. Yeah, nice microfiber cloth. There's more stuff in here. What is this? Oh, ball and chain. Very nice for neck carry. And then we have the little pouch here. It's nice for storage. And there it is. Ooh, very lightweight. Excuse me. I can dig it. Cool blade shape. I like it. Little talon, style. Nice little sheath. Very, very simple. I like it. It's super, super lightweight. It's not like really, really comfortable just because it you know, thin metal, but if you're just looking for super lightweight but still more capable, a lot of times lightweight means small, you know. This one is quite large considering how light it really is. This has to be less than 2 ounces, but pretty interesting. It also has a little notch on top, which is not super sharp, so I don't think it's like a striking notch. Not sure, but I will definitely investigate this one more in the future. Designed by Ostap Heel, H-E-L. I don't know. Let me try that again. I didn't really snap in the sheath. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Pops in. I love it. You guys know the neck knives. What did I just show you? Neck knife, right? Neck knife. That's my game. So yeah, very cool. All right, let's look at the other knife since we have it. Boker Plus. Keep that surprise for a second. The sticker, which is unbroken. People ask me about these. They say like, oh, you know, I got a Boker. And not just Boker, there's a couple of companies that do these before too, with these security seals, and sometimes they're ripped open. That's because, like, if you're getting your knife from a dealer, it's all shipped to them, but they have to check to make sure it's the proper thing inside. So sometimes if the security seal is broken, it doesn't mean anything. Alright. Alright. Most of you guys know this knife. Alright, if you're in the knife scene, you know the knife. And a lot of you guys probably have it, but here it is. The Kwaiken. Perfect little flipper. Alright. Very, very nice little knife, as we all know. Let me see what it says on the card, though. It's just like a simple Kwaiken. Mini Kwaiken. Yeah, G10, D2. IKBS, which we all know. Very, very cool. So if you happen to not have had this knife before, it's a great opportunity to get one. But yeah, just totally classic. There's a ton of versions of this. There's an automatic version of this. I know some people who modify them. I've seen them without the flippers on there before. You know, or the flipper is cut off and the frame is actually modified in different scales. But classic knife, absolutely awesome. I've actually traded mine off, and I think I'm going to keep this one. This will be one that stays in my like permanent EDC, honestly, because my wife has hers. She has the copper one, which I love. People ask me all the time, hey, you got that copper one still? You want to trade that? I'm like, that's not mine. That's the wife's. But yeah, awesome, awesome knife. So very, very cool folder. Very cool neck knife. That's a great start so far. Not a lot of people would care about the bag if you don't have a bow set up, but the knives, everyone loves, right? All right, so moving on, we got some Flitz. I am a huge, huge fan of Flitz Polish. This one specifically, it says metal, plastic, fiberglass polish, anti-tarnish formula, lasts up to 6 months, works fast. I don't know if this is different. This is my Flitz. I don't know if it's the exact same, you know, compound, because they obviously have multiple products. I have to double check. Non-abrasive, non-toxic, non-flammable, acid-free, won't dry out, no residue. I love it. I use Flitz polish for a lot of stuff, not only just for actually removing some rust off of blades, but I use it for stropping compounds sometimes. I have a separate strop that I specifically just use Flitz on. It works wonderfully. So just a little tidbit there for the people out there who do their stropping. Worth a try for certain. But yeah, brand new tube. I've been working the same tube for many years. The first time I got Flitz was way back in the day. It was on Blade forums. There was a Balisongs section, and I entered a contest with Chuck Golnick. Who remembers Chuck Golnick? Very few of you. I know just maybe a handful of people will know who I'm talking about. The Balisong godfather from way back in the day. I learned a lot from him over the years. But anyway, he had a little contest, and I ended up winning a tube of Flitz, and I've used it ever since. Awesome stuff. Little goes a long way. So, that's cool. I can dig that. P&G purifier of water. So says each packet treats 10 liters or 2.5 gallons. All right, it's calcium hypochlorite. Hypochlorite. That's what it says. But it's probably backwards for you guys anyway. So yeah, 4 packs for purifying water. This is super important. I know a lot of people that do all kinds of prepping stuff. I even know a couple guys. There's one in particular guy who lives not too far from me. Couple towns over, but we talk occasionally, and he's super into prepping. I mean, this is a guy who's storing 10,000 rounds of each, you know, caliber that he shoots, and you know, wants to build a bunker and stuff. And maybe like a year ago or something, I asked him like, well, what do you do for water purification and stuff? He's like, oh, I'm not really worried about it. Come on, really? You need water. We all need water. W-A-T-E-R, even though it sounds like W-A-D-E-R. Thank you, New Jersey accent. But yes, water is very, very important for survival. It's the #1 thing you should be prepping. All right, stuff like this, water purification is extremely important. So if you're getting into that whole survival prepping thing, don't forget about water. It is the #1 thing you should prioritize. Then after that, obviously food, shelter, and so on. So, let's see what else we got. Ooh, Going Gear. 4 AA batteries. I love Going Gear, by the way. Awesome dealer site. I'm wondering if this... just go to something here. We're going to put these aside because I'm feeling like they're not just randomly giving us batteries. Even though everyone can use AA's, I feel like it's for something. So we're going to hang on to that. Also, universal clip from Real Steel. Alright, just in case you want to belt carry that neck knife, which is awesome. Very, very cool option. I dig that. Also from Going Gear, USB 2.0 hub port. That's very cool. Ultra slim. So you got a 4-port USB adapter. Very, very good. I actually, in my computer, I have like, I think total there's 6 USB ports. So I never have a problem with anything like that, but a lot of people would really use this. This is actually, I'm going to put this with my travel stuff. Because sometimes when I go visit my parents, if I go to family's house or somewhere else, you know, they don't always have a bunch of different USB ports, and I'm always doing all kinds of stuff, plugging in, especially Christina. Christina is definitely more techie than I am. She's a lot more, you know, electronics, let's say. So this would definitely come in handy. And in fact, she's probably going to steal this from me. All right, next. Ooh, what is this? Going Gear. This looks like a cool little like project pad. Hold on, I'm gonna look at the card in a second, see exactly what they call this, but I'm gonna guess that this is for doing little projects, kind of like a mouse pad, super thick. But I'm assuming that this is your little grip pad. Maybe if you're working on a project, maybe you're taking a knife apart, let's just say. You put your knife here, you have little separate kind of indented compartments for your screws and stuff and your hardware. That's my guess on this, but this is really, that's what I'm going to use it for. So let's see what it's actually for. Where's that card? Yeah, Going Gear cleaning mat, $13.99. It's the price for that normally. So yeah, cleaning mat, just like that. Could be for gun stuff, could be for knife stuff. That is very cool. I love it. This is going right in my desk. I got to make room for this now. My desk is too cluttered, but I will definitely clear some room for this. This will definitely get a lot of use. I like it. All right, so Nebo. I'm guessing this is what the batteries are for. Let's pop this open. Take a better look. Oh yeah. Hello. Blinded by the light. Yeah, I'm not a professional singer. That's why I don't normally do it. But that's what I was just a victim of, being blinded. Look, is it a wrong assumption that they gave us batteries so this wouldn't have them in there? I had to try it anyway, and I was wrong. All right, I'm regaining my composure here. How dumb. Push the button. So, first thing, this is super tacky. Like the rubber's very grippy tacky. Not like, oh, you wouldn't want to wear this, it's out of season. I just mean like it's physically like sticky tacky. So yeah, I've never had this. This is the Larry 2 by Nebo. See, there's a swiveling clip on there, which is very cool. Let's see, avoid exposure laser radiation. Oh, does this have a laser? Laser beams. Let's peel that sticker off there. Okay, now I definitely don't want to flash this in my eyes. Let's keep that. Oh, there we go. So the first click, we got a laser beam. How cool is that? I like it. Sorry, Gus is snoring. Gus, hey. Gus, you're snoring. He's like, yeah, I know, I'm sleeping. Sorry, buddy, I had to wake you up. It's a beautiful day out here. I figured, oh, I'll take him out here, he'll walk around, maybe go pee or something, come back. No, he just fell right to sleep. So anyway, yeah, that's awesome. So we have a laser, as well as, on the second click, we have that light. So be extra careful at home. Don't go looking in things while you're pushing buttons. But yeah, battery compartments on the bottom. Clearly there's batteries in here already. Big old thing on the side, reminding you there's a big laser in the front. So yeah, pretty cool. Very simple. Looks like a, one of the lower power lasers, so it's not going to be like, you know, popping balloons or any of that kind of stuff. But it is actually pretty pretty handy, especially if you have pets. You want to fool around, you know, make the cat chase it or the dog or whatever. But in a professional environment, if you happen to be teaching a class or something, you can use this obviously on a board, maybe even in a business environment. But for most of us, it's just a fun thing to play around with. You actually can use this for signaling. You know, it's definitely not recommended, but if you're in a real survival situation, you can hit this laser and, you know, shine it into people's houses way in the distance if, you know, you really need some help. You could be annoying to get attention to you so people can help you. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's say you're lost in the woods somewhere and you see a highway, but it's like a mile away or something. Feel free to shine your, you know, get some attention, you know. I'd rather get in trouble instead of dying. Does that make sense? But anyway, so pretty interesting though. Definitely we'll get some use out of this. And looks like the last thing, before I get to the last thing, which is a catalog, magazine, sorry. There's a difference. Let's see what this paperwork is. So, 20% off, oh, going gear. 20% off all flashlights. Use code FLASH20. Alright, very cool. In case you want to check out some going gear stuff. And what is this? This is the water purification paperwork. Oh, okay. Just gives you more directions on how to use that. Very important. Don't forget your water. Water. That's how you say it. Alright, so we have very grippy tactical magazine. FF Grid. Alright, I had to check the paperwork because I'm like, FF Grid. Duh, there's a circle here. It just happens to say recoil on there. So it's off-grid. Off-grid magazine. Alright, which obviously is going to have all your prepping stuff in here. I see gun stuff, I see gear, I see knives. I mean, I'm not going to give it all away here, but if you're into prepping, if you're into the idea of living off the grid, I'm sure there's a little bit of everything in here. So that is very cool. I will definitely be reading this in the John. You know, you got to have read material in there. Most people are just up on their phone, but I'm old school. I actually like magazines when I'm sitting on the toilet. Just make sure you wash your hands, especially if other people are reading them. So that concludes this battle box for the month. 2 thumbs up. I really like this a lot. I'll use literally everything here. Everything. The water purification stuff, not regularly, but it's good to save. I do save stuff like that. Awesome gear. Definitely digging it. So, thanks for watching. Post your comments down below. And also, again, before we go, what knife is this? Stay tuned for the information. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Take care.